Countrywise this week pulls off quite a trick. It's clever enough to be just 1 hour from the centre of London and to be in beautiful countryside like this. But here, for the price of just 1 ticket, I can travel back 50 years. Good day, sir. 1 ticket to 1960, please.
Single or return, sir?
I think it best be a return. Thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning to you. It may not be real magic, but the Bluebell Railway in Sussex is the next best thing. Come with us to find out why 200,000 passengers buy a ticket each year. But we start in Sussex, where the remarkable Bluebell Steam Railway tracks through glorious countryside from Sheffield Park to Kingscote, just south of East Grinstead. I think what is remarkable about this steam railway is that if you go back 50 years, all this was destined for the scrap heap. It looked as though the Bluebell line had finally hit the buffers. As the Lewes to East Grinstead branch line, it was built in the 19th century to carry passengers and farm produce. But by the 1950s, its trade had been lost to the roads, and British Railways decided to close it down. And so, that was that! Or so everyone thought. Except for a group of students with no railway experience and even less money who decided they could keep the line open. 19-year-old Chris Cooper knew the job might take a while. He never thought he'd still be working here 50 years later. Going back to your very first days on the railway, what was your first job?
Well, I came here, the first job was pulling the weeds out, because at that time Sheffield Park was just a sea of weeds. We had nothing at that particular time. All we had was one of these little hand-propelled pump trolleys, which you often see on the old Keystone Cops comedies. And then we said,
oh, you went up down the tracks,
That's right, that's right, you got it. And that's all we had at the present time. And our first rally day in September '59, we used that particular one to show what signals we had working. So that was the first gala weekend on any heritage railway, I think.
But it's an enormous thing to take on, wasn't it?
It was. At the time, it was really a wing and a prayer, because nobody quite knew how it would take off. We got set to, and everybody said, well, other members came along. We had about, I would say, about 1,000 members prior to reopening, and we had to get money together to buy steam locomotives. Stepney cost about £650, and we got a couple of carriages for £200 apiece. Once we got an engine and carriages, of course, the thing was alive. And along came the 7th of August 1960, our opening day, and we sort of stood thinking, well, I wonder how many people would turn up. And in matter of fact, 2,500 people turned up, and only 900 managed to get on the trains. For the first year, we carried 15,000 people. I got involved here because I wanted to see steam preserved. You see, steam was going out, and we were worried that future generations wouldn't have the lovely experience that we had with standing on a platform and see this great iron monster coming towards you, belching clouds of steam and smoke. And what a wonderful sight it was.
It is a unique experience,
Oh, it is
isn't
a unique experience, most definitely.
Because I think it's not only the sight of it, it's the smell of it as well.
Oh, yes, it's all part and parcel.
For Keith Sturt, it was part of Britain's heritage that would take over his life.
The lure of steam, I think some of it's in the blood. It's like all passion. If you've got it, you've got it. And you can't really leave steam alone. You've got to have your fix. To be able to completely rebuild a steam locomotive, perhaps one from a scrapyard, which is not operated maybe for 40 years, back into working order, and to see so much enjoyment that gives to people as job satisfaction plus. We have lots of dedicated people that turn up at 5 in the morning in the pitch black and the rain to light up engines and make sure the signals work and make sure the track's okay. If it wasn't for voluntary workers, the place would not exist, basically. They do so much work, and it's so much of a pleasure to meet these guys who bring so many different skills to the railway, and they come from so many different walks of life. It's an absolutely gorgeous stretch of countryside, very little in the way of modern homes. You can just see the countryside probably as it was in Victorian times. I think to sit in a steam train where you can relax, feel at ease, you'll see so much because you can just sit there and enjoy the countryside. It's a lovely feeling.